Jesus Christ, that hurt. I'm still got a headache.
Sorry about me cussing Jesse like a dog, but fuck it, I did. That's how it is.
Thomas Gabriel got ran out of Auburn because of his wife. His wife was sleeping around with some of the players and just being a complete whore around town.
You a fucking punk-ass bitch!
The Pac-12 will have 5 or 6 teams in the top 25.
Dude, whatever you're smoking, buy a ton of it.
I'm the greatest smack talker on the fucking face of the earth right now.
You a fucking punk-ass bitch!
It makes me look like I got owned or something.
You a fucking punk-ass bitch! You a fucking punk-ass bitch!
I just can't believe y'all put a statue of this guy already at your campus.
I'm like Charlie Daniels. I bury my goddamn money in mason jars, motherfucker.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of Smacking Off. I'm your host, Shannon Madden. I'm joined with my co-host and producer of the show, Mr. Doug Phillips. Doug, how are you?
I'm great.
I am super, super spectacular excited tonight because we have a hell of a show lined up. Of course, we're going to continue our square table discussion with the four fellas that we talked to last week.
And representing the four teams that were still in the top 4 last week.
Yes. We're going to have an all-new lineup coming up next week. We wanted to go ahead and give our winners a chance to gloat and our losers a chance to, kind of talk about it for a minute, get it off their chest, get it out their feels. We also have I'm still blown away by how the Auburn Tigers looked at home against the Georgia Bulldogs. That was a complete and epic, just ass whipping.
Yep.
Bad, 40-17, and the score wasn't. The score isn't even indicative of how lopsided the game really was.
Auburn dominated from the opening
all
whistle.
the time. Yeah, it's crazy. We're going to go ahead and do some picks really quick before we get into the meat of our show. Doug's got a couple games picked out for us here. Let's start off with TCU and Texas Tech. TCU is favored by 7 points in that game. Doug, what are your feels about that one?
Oh, I think you can take TCU and give the 7, and you'll be safe.
Absolutely. You got a score prediction on that one?
35-17.
TCU. Okay. Wisconsin versus Michigan. Wisconsin is favored by 8.5 points in this game.
It wouldn't shock me if Michigan actually just outright wins this game. It wouldn't shock me, but I'm going to go with Michigan to cover, Wisconsin to win a close one, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this into an upset alert because Michigan very well could win this game.
I kind of agree with you on that, too. Michigan definitely has the defense to be able to handle that run. Oklahoma State and Kansas State. Kansas State is giving up. Kansas State is down by 17.5 in this one. What do you think?
I like Kansas State to cover. I think it's gonna be teetering on Oklahoma State blowing them out, but I think in garbage time Kansas State makes up the difference and pulls within 17.5. Okay. I like Kansas State in the points.
Okay. LSU and Tennessee. LSU is favored by 2 touchdowns in this one.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Tennessee comes out and looks different with Butch gone, and I think they
good different or bad different.
Good. I don't think you can get any worse.
Brady Hoke at the helm now.
Right. I don't think you can get any worse. I think Tennessee has a great showing and scares the shit out of LSU. I'm looking at LSU pulling this out 33-28, somewhere in that neighborhood. I think Tennessee's within striking distance and maybe even has the ball when the game ends. Just can't pull
punch
it out.
In, yeah. USC and UCLA.
I think
15-point swing on that one.
Yeah.
USC.
Take USC and give the points. UCLA is not going to cover this.
Am I reading this right? Are we talking about FAU and FIU?
We're Talking about Florida Atlantic and Florida International. That is Butch Davis is coaching Florida International. And we know who's coaching Florida Atlantic.
That seems like I've heard of that fella. Wasn't he a head coach somewhere at one point in time?
He has been.
Or 2 times.
Several times.
And a great assistant head coach.
Actually, he was even an NFL coach at one time.
Yeah. Old Lane Kiffin.
Yep. I like FAU to cover. The line is 15. That's a high line. It's going to be at FAU. And Florida International is not a terrible team. They actually only have 3 losses. But something tells me that Kiffin's offenses look really good this year.
Kiffin's offenses always look really good.
And yes. And I'm looking at something about a 20-point win here, 44-24, somewhere in that.
That's lighted up right there. Notre Dame and Navy.
Notre Dame's going to be angry. They need to be angry.
18.5 points. They're
Notre Dame covers easily. Game. Navy probably scores a few points in the fourth quarter, but look for something in the neighborhood of 45-10, 45-13, in that neighborhood.
And what I think is going to be a truly interesting matchup, and if you'd have told me this was an interesting matchup 6 months ago, we all probably would have had a quick laugh and stopped talking.
If you would have just told us, if you would have just said the line was going to be 11, that would have blew me away.
Yes. Florida and UAB. This game's going to be at Gainesville. Florida is favored by a measly 11 points for a UAB team that is their first year back after, being dead for several years.
UAB covers this line, and they may win the game. Throw that one also in your upset watch. UAB has the potential to win this game. Florida has the potential to lose this game. I don't know which it is, or it may be a little of both. Florida's a train wreck. UAB, they're a solid team. They look good. They've played teams they've probably already beaten teams that are better than Florida. So
Florida is an absolute dumpster fire right now, and at least their old Sharky's not around to see it anymore.
If this was a neutral site game, I'd pick UAB. And if it was in Birmingham, I'd definitely pick UAB.
Well, it might as well be, because how many Florida fans are really going to show up for this game?
I don't know. I haven't really looked at how Florida's been. How long has McElwain been out? He's been out 2 weeks.
Yeah,
2 weeks. Randy Shannon has coached 2 games. Got simply demolished at Missouri. And played actually more respectable this last game, come within 8 of South Carolina, and I believe they were on the road in that game too. I don't know.
I would love to see UAB win that one. I'm not even gonna lie about it.
Yeah, it would be awesome.
That would be awesome. That really would be. It'd be again, Florida has nothing to lose at this point in the season, so it's not like anybody's gonna get fired or tarred and feathered over a loss right now. Particularly after losing their head coach and just all of the demoralization that's going on in Gainesville right now. So, go Blazers.
Yeah, and that would be up there with them going down and upsetting Nick Saban and LSU back in 2000.
I remember that well.
That was Watson Brown.
Yeah. Good coach.
Yeah.
Well, there you have our picks for the week. And as always, fuck your team. No, whoa. Okay, all right, fellas, time out. Come on, give me a second here. Fellas, Paul, just give me a second, man. Paul, give me a second. Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about here at Smacking Off.
Balanced, and Miami announcing itself as not just ACC Coastal Division champions, but very strong playoff contenders, national title contenders in year 2.
All right, and we are back on Smacking Off with the square table discussion. Lots of shakeup last week for the national championships. I am joined with, as always, our dear friends, our Georgia representative, Mr. Curtis Dyer Jr. Curtis, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty well.
Mr. Shaun Cagle, representing the Alabama Crimson Tide.
How are you doing?
Shit, man, I'm living a dream. Mr. Shaun Devine, representative of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Shaun.
Hey, good evening, everybody.
What's up, man?
All right.
And last but certainly not least, Mr. David Shane Hunter, our Clemson smacker. How are you doing, David?
I'm doing great. Go Tigers.
Yeah, the Tigers are still going. Alabama Crimson Tide's still going. Curtis, let's start with you.
Oh my God!
I think you got a few things to talk about because you've definitely been loud online today, and I want to hear your take on what happened last Saturday at Auburn.
Oh man, we just got creamed. We got creamed. I mean, the offensive line was not holding up. Special teams, they looked terrible, man. Penalties killed us. Defense was slacking. It was like we never even got off the bus, man.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, and again, is this a glass half empty, glass half full kind of thing? Do you think that Georgia actually went in and underestimated Auburn's ability to execute on both sides of the ball? Or do you, I don't know, you think that maybe Georgia was possibly a little bit overrated this season? I don't know. They certainly didn't look overrated going into this game.
No, I don't think they were overrated. I just honestly believe that we did overlook the team. We may have looked at last season and thinking how we dominated them in the second half of that last game and thought it was going to be a pushover game. And Auburn came to play. They
Absolutely
was not taking any prisoners on that game.
That
they pretty much did a Georgia on us.
Yeah, that was. I certainly didn't expect what I saw. There's just. I mean, my jaw was dropped. And again, I'm an Alabama fan, so I was kind of watching to see, hoping that Auburn would lose that game, so we could go ahead.
That would have won the West for you guys.
Yeah, we would have locked it down there. Of course, with a win against Mississippi State, which we were able to eke out, and we'll get to here in just a minute. But yeah, that was definitely the biggest shock I think of the whole entire season, as hyped
exactly
up
how
as
you think I feel.
Was. Oh yeah, I know how you felt. You told us all about it.
Man, I feel bad. I mean, I really feel bad. I told you I was like I wanted to kick puppies, kittens, everything. Man, I was pissed. I was really pissed.
Well, speaking of being pissed off, let's go to Mr. Shaun Devine next, and his Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who lost every bit of the fight.
Yeah, there was no fight.
It's all about the U now. Isn't that odd that here we are, we're talking about Georgia again, or at least Georgia's former coach, the one they kicked to the curb to chase after Kirby Smart.
Mm-hmm.
And now, yeah, how the tide has changed, so to speak.
Well, yeah, it's another embarrassing loss on South Beach. An elite defense had their way with us. So there's not much more you can say about it.
No, I guess there's not. Of course, we're going to say some more about it.
I, for one, I was completely shocked.
I was too. And again, I thought it was one of those games that could possibly go either way. But yeah, I mean, again, just like in the Georgia loss, it was rather unexpected how dominant Miami was in that game.
I had Notre Dame winning by 17 before the game.
This, this is what we talked about earlier in the season going into the Georgia game was, can Brian Kelly survive another embarrassing beatdown loss on a national stage? And now you're looking at, Navy's no pushover, and then the final game at Stanford, a bowl game. The jury's still out. We could finish 8-5, or we could finish 11-2. Who knows? But this is definitely another Brian Kelly in a big game. And the fan base is torn in half, our presidential election almost in this country, in so much as some want to keep Brian Kelly and are happy with status quo, and others, like myself, are sick and tired of the big game letdowns.
Well, and again, to be fair, and we were talking about this off air before the show, there is kind of one thing in when we look over the list of the big shocking losses. If you go back and think at the beginning of the season, Kelly was on a lot of people's hot seat lists. We even talked about it on the show that early on in the season, it really didn't look like Notre Dame was actually going to be able to deliver. Notre Dame fans were going to get fed up and disgusted. And I mean, again, this was, they had a pretty good run up until this game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's just, it's unacceptable to be 8-4, 9-3. It just is, and and especially to be blown out in big primetime games.
I just can't help believe that Notre Dame had the talent to compete with Miami at a higher level than that.
Well, if it's trust any of the Big Four recruiting services, we've out recruited Miami the last 4 years. So
right. And beat Miami last year. They went 9-4. One of their 4 losses was to a 4-win Notre Dame team.
But look, guys, especially seeing the collapse of a lot of the bigger teams. We'll just pick a conference out of the air, the SEC. You can recruit all you want to. It's about developing those players into, what you have in your program as far as your scheme, the way that you want things run, so on and so forth. And Mark Richt is certainly a proven winner at developing young men into fine, upstanding citizens, in addition to good football players.
No, not taking anything away from Miami or Coach Richt. It's just, I agree with you on the developmental side of it. Brian Kelly can recruit with the best of them, but once he gets them on campus, what do you turn them into? And over his track record of 7 seasons, it's an 8-4 football program.
Yeah,
and that's not acceptable.
All right, and moving right along, we're going to go to Mr. David Shane Hunter and the Clemson Tigers, who just seem to be just trucking right along. It's this is business as usual for you guys here 3 years in a row now.
Yeah, that's having you get a good coach and goes to a program in the state that's actually top 10 producing NFL talent. So he's a good coach, good talent. Once again.
David, you sound like you're about 5 miles away from your microphone. Put your microphone up to your face.
Is that any better?
Oh, that's much better. I can hear you now. Yeah. I don't know why. It seems like you put it in your pocket or something for a minute.
There we go.
But no, say that again so the audience at home can hear you.
Well, this is what happens whenever you are in a state that has in-state talent. You're surrounded by talent. You have good coaching. You can win some football games, reload, replace guys. I mean, maybe not as good, but you can at least still be competitive.
Yeah, fair enough. And again, I mean, the Syracuse loss looks light years away now, like a little small blip on the radar. Do you think that, and again, really, Clemson's pretty much on just about the easiest path, I would say, of these of the upcoming teams. Of course,
got to go through Miami.
Got to go through Miami, and Miami looks mighty damn good over the week.
It's better than expected.
Yeah.
Oh, there you went with that mic again. I hate your microphone, whatever microphone you're talking on.
It's the one I've been using. I don't know my longest. It's off on my phone, I think. But even South Carolina is better than expected.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as easy as people would think.
Somebody's using a adrenal tool.
Yeah, somebody's getting some dental work done. Either that or it might be for adult purposes. Well, David, we cannot hear you at all. So I'm going to move to Shaun Cagle, representing the mighty Alabama Crimson Tide, who each won out this weekend against a very feisty Mississippi State team. Shaun, what are your thoughts on what happened this weekend? Start.
I mean, we actually played this past week.
Yeah, it was a nerve wracking game, and yeah, I get what you're saying on that. Alabama's got some problems at linebacker, man.
We sure do, and it's more of what we didn't do than what we did do.
Yep.
Yeah, we can't continue playing the way that we're playing right now and expect to make it into the postseason at all.
No, that was 3 rushing touchdowns. That's a first under Nick Saban at Alabama.
Yes, it is.
The last time that happened, Joe Kynes was the interim coach in the bowl game against Oklahoma State.
Wow.
It's just amazing how much the linebackers can affect the whole defense the way it did Saturday.
Well, what it does is it puts everybody in a situation where they don't feel like they can do their job without needing to. You know what I'm saying? You got people that are not holding up their end. It's just like a crew, like a construction crew. People are not holding up their end, then everybody has to kick in and try to pick up the slack.
Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages. Email me at maddenShannon@toothfairy.com or call us on the Smack line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We better pick it up, though. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got one tune-up, and then you're right. Somebody had suggested this week that we start our second team against Mercer. I would be in favor of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they need to do. They need to let everybody rest, set the starters out, get them all back to 100%, or as close to as they can.
Because I will give the Mississippi State Bulldogs this. They were playing an extremely, extremely physical game, and I think that ultimately they just kind of beat themselves up down toward the end.
Yep.
Yeah, I knew they'd be ready. I mean, I said it last week, but he'd have them ready.
Well, the one stat that made me, because I got a little nervous there, probably about midway through the third quarter, it started to get a little shaky there. That we weren't finding the answers we needed as quickly as we needed to find them. And I saw one stat pop up over in the corner of the screen and saw that at that point Mississippi State had run well over 60 plays and Alabama was just over 30.
Yep.
And I started to breathe.
The time of possession was down big time too.
And when I saw the way that the defense was hitting Alabama's offense, I was like, yeah, man, they're not going to be able to keep this up the whole entire game. And I was correct.
Yeah, they Alabama'd us. What we usually do to other defenses, they done to us
for a while. They just couldn't keep it up in crunch time.
Yeah. And again, it's about playing a complete 60-minute game, both sides of the ball against the Alabama Crimson Tide. It has been for quite some time now. So
a lot of people have lost track of the fact that Florida State and Clemson, it was 17-14 with about 6 minutes left in that game. Clemson actually broke that game open right at the end. David can tell us about it.
Yes.
Check 1 2.
Check on the mic. Check on the mic. Yo.
Oh, there we go.
I can hear you now.
If I can continue.
Yes, you can continue.
Tell us about the Clemson-Florida State game. It was a lot closer.
It may not be as easy as what people may be thinking, considering South Carolina is not complete garbage this year, and then obviously a pretty good Miami team.
Mm-hmm.
So if we were on the table, we're definitely in, obviously.
The Clemson-Florida State game was a lot closer than people realized, too. The people that didn't watch the game.
Well, we had you, but now we don't have you anymore. Try it again.
Really?
Yeah,
there you
I
go.
can hear you now. I don't know what you're doing, because we can hear you for a second, then all of a sudden we can't hear you anymore.
I do not know what's going on.
You need to get you a handheld microphone like Pat Sajak has every night, like one of those long, skinny ones that has a little tiny tip on it.
That's like an microphone.
I found one of those on
cans and the string going.
I found one of those microphones, the ones I'm talking about, the really, really long ones, like a magic wand, and it's got the little tiny little thing on the end. You can watch the old 70s game shows, and they'd have those on there. I found one time.
That's the Bob Barker microphone.
I'm gonna get one of those. I'm gonna get one of those for the show now. When we start doing this for video, that's what kind of microphone I'm gonna be using. Y'all be prepared for that.
All right, Curtis, what's next for Georgia?
For one thing, though, I don't think that we're in the top 4. I'm seeing like maybe 5 and 6. We absolutely have to win out. If we do not win out, there is no chance of making it to the playoffs.
Got a very feisty Kentucky team, and of course Georgia Tech coming up, which Georgia should be able to handle those games quite easily.
Right, but I'm not expecting Kentucky to just go into it and you just lay down. So out of the teams out of the East, those two, South Carolina and Kentucky, besides us, were the ones that actually stood up and actually looked halfway decent. So I expect Kentucky to give us a fight. Tech, it's always a battle between them little sweat beads. I can't stand them. But, I expect it to be tough. But we could probably pull those 2 games out. I'm pretty sure we could.
I absolutely. Now, and again, Kentucky's playing at a slightly higher level than Kentucky is usually playing at.
Right.
Do any of y'all see Stoops staying at Kentucky too much longer? That he's found some sort of small modicum of success there with a just completely shitty Kentucky program.
I see the season actually saving his job.
Well, I mean, I'm certainly I don't think Kentucky wants to let him go. I'm just saying, do you see other teams saying, well, hey, we've got better facilities here, we've got better recruiting possibilities, Why don't you come here? Because 8 wins or 9 wins is certainly a lot better than the garbage we've been going.
Tennessee would probably.
Florida, I'm looking directly at you.
If I were Tennessee, I'd look that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I think Florida wants to
Kelly.
get Kelly, though.
Say that
I can
again.
see Tennessee going for him.
Yeah, but anything is halfway deep. I guarantee you right now that Tennessee is still kicking themselves over firing Lane Kiffin.
They did.
I was sitting here
They didn't
thinking
fire Lane
Lane
Kiffin.
Kiffin. I believe they would take him back if they had the chance.
Oh no, you're right. They didn't fire him.
No, he walked out.
I'm thinking about. I got to mix that with USC.
Dooley?
Yeah, Dooley. Yeah, Dooley. Went. Okay. All right, you guys, settle down now.
All right, Shaun.
No, that's silly talk.
Shaun, Devine, Notre Dame's got Navy coming up. Like you said, they're no pushover, but Notre Dame should be able to take care of business there.
It really depends on, if, they can get the kids out of the tank. I'm sure they're in the tank,
Maybe they'll pull an Ohio State and they'll play angry.
Yeah, I'd love to see them play angry and, roll Navy, 44 to 7, something like that.
Right.
And then it's on to the West Coast and Stanford, and that's always a dogfight with David Shaw and those guys out there, and they got a hell of a running back in Bryce Love. So a lot of unfinished business for the Irish.
And like you say, the jury's out on how this ends up. They're definitely not going to get back into the CFP talk.
No, CFP's gone, and to be fair, it's better to happen now than in January.
Right.
To be honest with you.
I don't know if you get into January though, then it's a recruiting tool.
Well, if you win out, you might get the Fiesta or the Cotton Bowl, and we gotta hold this class together. We gotta
can definitely end on a positive note.
Yeah. I mean that's really the key. That's really the thing that kind of vexes me is, do I want Kelly gone? Absolutely, but at the same token, I don't want this recruiting class to fall apart. We got 19 kids verbaled, and it's a top 10 class right now. So, it's there's a lot left to play for, but at the same token, I'm sick of Brian Kelly in big games. I'm fed up with it.
Fair enough. Well, fellas, does anybody have anything else that they want to add before we shut this thing down? Because this was such a traumatic weekend. I know there's got to be just
I would like to get
something somebody wants to blurt out.
I'd like to get everybody's take on where's the CFP top 4 going to fall this week, tomorrow. How do you think it shakes out?
I'm saying it's a toss-up between Miami and Alabama at number 1.
Okay.
I'm going to make that bold statement and say that Clemson's still in there. Number 4, I'm not sure.
I think number 4 will be Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Oklahoma.
I think it'll be Oklahoma.
It's leaning more towards Oklahoma, too.
Wisconsin hasn't played anybody.
Well, they actually just played an Iowa team.
And again, that was an Iowa team that nobody figured was going to be in the top 25 for quite some time. They just kind of eked in there through the back door. It's been so strange with both of the Iowa teams lately. But yeah, that's strange. Anyway.
I can go ahead and give mine. I think it's probably going to be Bama, Miami, and Oklahoma may jump Clemson, but that's going to be the 4 teams. The playoff committee does take strength of schedule into account. It's one of the big things because that gives credence to your to your resume. I mean, we can sit there and go over, they can't help what they play, but in the day, you can't reward a team for not playing anybody than shit on a team who hasn't or who has.
Yeah, absolutely. And Alabama, they kind of suffer in that regard too, because again, when we pointed,
they actually moved up to 23rd. Miami and Alabama are now top 25 strengths of schedule. Their games are only get tougher, so that helps them. Wisconsin's hoping Michigan isn't complete crap and hoping they get a good team from the East to build their resume. But but they might get in because of the Clemson, the Miami game. They might sneak on in there, but I don't think they can beat any of the current top 4 teams.
And I really think I'm just going to kind of just give a little dark horse prediction here, and I really think that Michigan's probably has an answer for Wisconsin. I don't know. I've got a strange feeling about this game.
It's definitely a possibility. It's been quiet in Michigan for a few weeks. They were ranked in the top 10.
The defense is
into
still held
October,
up
but
pretty good.
I don't know. It wouldn't shock me if Michigan took Wisconsin. It wouldn't shock me. Shaun, how do you see this going down?
I'm gonna say Bama at 1, Miami at 2. I'm thinking Clemson will sneak into 3. I'm not sure on the number 4 really. I was thinking more Wisconsin. The committee's left Oklahoma out the past 2 weeks out of the top 4.
Yeah,
they've had them at 5, sitting right there close. But I don't know which way they lean on that. I don't see Miami jumping all the way over and going to number 1.
I don't either.
Yeah, that would be.
I do think they'll be number 2 though.
Yeah, they will be number 2.
Yep. Shaun Devine.
Yeah, I got Alabama at number 1. I got Miami at number 2, Clemson at number 3, Oklahoma at 4, and then Wisconsin just sitting outside of it at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, you could flip flop Oklahoma or Wisconsin either way at this point in the season. I mean, it's really I think that more of the season is going to have to play out. Of course, for all of these teams, if you want to get down to it. Hell, we could have this conversation in 3 weeks and be talking about Auburn.
I was going to say, you guys don't want to hear that.
That's
true. Fans don't, but Auburn looks pretty damn good. Sorry.
Yeah, they did.
They look.
Hey, look, I cannot take it to offense. They did look good.
They did.
That annoying Malzahn offense, man, is very confusing.
The delayed offense. I don't understand it, why they didn't catch on. It was just delayed. He'll get the ball, he'll stop, then he'll run. It was just. I didn't see how that was working so good.
Well, the good thing is there's plenty of film for the Alabama Crimson Tide to watch for the Iron Bowl. So, hey, we appreciate that, Curtis.
Hey, not a problem. Sorry we couldn't win the West for you guys, though.
Yeah, I hate y'all didn't win either because, again, for very selfish reasons, Roll Tide.
Right.
All right, guys. Y'all have a great night.
Take care, fellas.
All right, thank you. All right, y'all have a good night now.
Well, you guys too.
33 to go. Willis. Oh, he throws. McClain makes the catch at the 50. He's there to the 40, inside the 35 to the 33.
Dominating performance, and Gus Malzahn is real happy, should be. His team dominated this game after the first series, and kudos to this Auburn team, now ranked in the top 10. We plan on them going down a lot further.
40-17. Number 1 goes down at Jordan-Hare Stadium.
The edge, and he finds Smith on the slant.
And we're back with Smacking Off. We're talking tonight with our resident Auburn smacker, Mr. Gabriel Griffiths. Gabriel, how are you this evening?
Doing all right, man. Just headed back to the house. What about y'all?
See, you doing damn good after them Auburn Tigers this weekend. Tell us about that for a minute.
Man, honestly, what I saw was Auburn had a great game plan with the coach and with Chip Lindsey, Kevin Steele. And
Kevin Steele
really
has
like,
got those boys on fire, man. I mean, seriously, that Auburn defense has the Auburn defense ever looked this good?
Yeah.
I mean, there's been flashes, but I mean, really. What's that?
Not since 2004 or 2006, Auburn had a really good defense. 2004. 2006 was a little bit slacking, but, I still think it's one of the better defenses in Auburn history.
Absolutely.
But I want to take a shout out for my hometown man, Bill Clark and the UAB Blazers.
Man, those Blazers are tearing that ass up, boy.
And
I
going
know
to Gainesville
Bill
this
Clark
weekend
personally, and he's a great guy. I mean, I really am pulling for him. He deserves Coach of the Year, and in my opinion, I really do.
I really think so, and I think he's going to make a really big push this coming weekend. Doug just pointed out going to Gainesville to play the Florida Gators, who are a dumpster fire right now. McElwain's out. There's not really any kind of sense of direction there. I mean, Florida's just – and UAB could actually go in there and eke out a win. As crazy as that is to think, I had proposed this at the beginning of the season when I saw Florida on there just to get some feels from the Florida fans. But I mean, to think that this is an actual possibility that UAB could go to Florida. I mean, right now they're standing at an 11-point underdog, which is, I mean, for the what strength of schedule that UAB has, 130. I mean, they're UAB wasn't picked by anybody to do anything except for possibly maybe win 3 or 4 games this year. And right now they're sitting at 7-3. They played at Texas, San Antonio last weekend. And,
I saw that 24-19. I mean, I've been keeping up with them. I can't watch them on TV, unfortunately. I don't pick up the Birmingham stations, but I mean, I always check on, my little ESPN clicker and just keep on refreshing, hoping to God that UAB pulls out a win. But I mean, I am really proud of Bill Clark. I mean, great guy. He won a lot of state championships for Prattville. I mean, outstanding person. If you met him, you would love him from the get-go. I mean, I understand. That's why them freshman kids are really playing hard for him, and they really want to go to the bowl. And I'm really proud that, they secured a winning season at least.
And this is no fluke. I mean, Bill Clark has won everywhere that he's coached.
UAB is going to have a hard time hanging on to him.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see him staying.
He's on the radar now. Everybody sees it now.
Yeah, and if he's able to guide UAB to let's say they drop it against Florida, they finish the season against Texas El Paso, which is a game that they should win. They're playing that one at home here in Birmingham. And then they go on to go on to a bowl, win that bowl game. I mean, a 9-win UAB team that was expected to be pretty much one of the last teams.
Are they out of the hunt for the Conference USA championship game?
Yeah, they lost to North Texas 46-43, and I know they had a little oopsie against Coastal Carolina, which I mean they should have won, but Coastal was just playing just to get a win. That's the only win Coastal has.
Yeah,
so
that was an extremely close game, and the three losses that UAB has this year too. And I know certainly didn't expect this to turn into a UAB conversation, but we were just looking over UAB schedule, just talking about the various different games and teams and things coming up and going down last weekend and this weekend. And UAB has lost there's one game that they've lost at Ball State. They lost by 20. It was a 51-31 shootout. That was the second week of the season. And since then,
they hung with Ball State up till halftime, I believe.
Yeah. I think UAB, I think Ball State was only leading by 3, but I mean, I don't think UAB knew what they really had coming. It was a special season for them. I know other teams around the country would be like, oh, this is just an average season. But if you really look at it, this is UAB's first, I think, legitimate bowl.
Oh no, it's miraculous
season.
Yeah, and I think if they win 9 games this season, I want to say that's the best record that UAB has ever had in the entire history of their program. Am I right on that?
Oh yeah, at least. I know in 2000,
Brown took them to a bowl.
Yeah, well, I'm saying they've been bowling before, but I mean they've never won 9 games in a season. And granted, they did have a very easy path to get to 9 wins, but at the same time, we're talking about a team that has risen from the dead.
Yeah. I mean, they want to talk about I think they're going to give it to Mark Richt for, quote-unquote, resurrecting the U.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're probably going to give it to him. But, I mean, Bill Clark should be at least at the podium, talking or something. I mean, just give the man some credit. They didn't have a team for 2 years.
Yep.
I mean, think about that. I mean, all them players left. I know Auburn got 2 of their wide receivers. I can't think of their names, but, I mean, they're not starting, but, they're getting playing time at least.
Yeah, it's crazy. But let's get back onto the Auburn Tigers because they have they still have a pretty difficult road ahead of them with playoff championship implications. So let's talk about it. The Iron Bowl's coming up.
Yeah, Auburn, I hope to God we just handle business against Monroe. Even if we squeak by, I hope the committee overlooks that. But Alabama, I'm liking the matchups, what I'm seeing so far, it looks like Damian Harris
That's his name.
And Bo Scarborough, I don't think they're the horses that everyone makes them out to be. I mean, y'all can argue with me, but I ain't seen it. If you hit them two guys, they do not like to get hit. LSU hit them pretty hard. They hit them pretty good, and they just didn't pan out. They did not run hard. I don't know what y'all's guys take on that.
Well, if you go back to Scarborough, then you have to look at what he did last year too. I mean, he definitely not scared to get hit. He hasn't. They haven't played Scarborough a lot. He's playing in the fourth quarter. They're using him for mop up. I don't know.
And maybe there's something.
There's definitely something to what you're saying in the last two games.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the last two games closely because that's when Auburn started really, winning stuff. And it just looks like, I don't know if he's hurt, but he just has not been that Bo Scarborough that we know. And it looks like Jalen is just putting the team on his back.
I think it might be residual from the injury last year because, again, it's just like Doug pointed out, Alabama hasn't used Scarborough much at all this year.
And Damian Harris, now he's averaging 8 yards a carry. I don't know what his totals were against Mississippi State. I believe he did get over 100 yards.
Yeah, I can look.
Yeah, he did have one touchdown, but Bama
as a whole, Bama didn't look right. They haven't looked right in a couple weeks.
Since the LSU game, they have not looked impressive. I haven't been all that impressed with them, and it was looking to me like if that team shows up to Auburn, they are going to be in big trouble because that crowd's going to be in their ears, and Auburn's going to be playing pretty hard. I hope.
Yep. If I was an Auburn fan, I'd be happy about what I'm saying.
Gus has to be foaming out the mouth because this looks like it could be a special season. But I'm more scared about if we beat Bama going to Atlanta because Georgia's going to be pissed the hell off because we're sitting there mocking them like idiots. Not thinking about, we got to play these bastards again in 3 weeks.
Right.
And I know that hurt their feelings.
Right.
Damian Harris rushed for 93 yards in that game versus Mississippi State.
Okay.
With one touchdown. He also had a run of 48, which kind of padded those stats a little bit.
Yep.
So, after that 48-yard run, what he averaged, maybe 5 yards a carry?
Perhaps,
that's
yeah.
still...
it was spread out between Hurts, Jacobs, and Scarborough at that point. No, whoa. Okay, all right, fellas, time out. Come on, give me a second here. Fellas, pause. Just give me a second, man. Pause, give me a second. Let me pause. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's all about here at SmackDown.
All I'm seeing is Hurts putting the team on his back and just tossing the Rudy on slant, which, that isn't a bad idea for anybody, to be honest, because Ridley's like a wild man when he got the ball.
Right.
I know he had a catch of like 40 yards. That man on a slant pattern, he's dangerous. I wouldn't want to cover him at all.
The X factor for me as a Bama fan is, does Saban figure out how to get the linebackers are playing out of sync? They're not. It's really making the whole defense play out of sync. Nobody's comfortable in their position now.
What I'm seeing is the team knows that the linebackers are sucking.
Right.
And it looks like they're trying to make plays and they're not filling the gaps.
Right.
So, let's say like the Shaun Hand knows that, Luke Holycomb isn't going to be able to get in that B gap. So he's going to go in that B gap when he should be going on over the tackle. And he's like, I got to make this play. So, there's two players right there out of position. And it looks like they're trying to do each other's job and they don't trust each other. I think it's more of a trust issue
I do too.
from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Yeah.
And I think Saban. I mean, the X factor is does Saban figure out how to get this working? I mean, you don't want to change too much because this is the end of the year, and I don't know. It's a difficult situation for Alabama to be in this situation going in to play the best rushing team that they've played all year.
Yeah, the only thing I worry about Auburn is Kerryon Johnson because that man is the team right now. And I would like to see him go to New York. I mean, but his stats he ain't got all that many rushing yards, but he is, Auburn's best player, and he is basically the team.
Very important to the offense.
Yes.
I mean, like, that's what the name of that's what the trophy is about, is a team's best player. And I mean, that's it. All these other cats. I would like to see either Jalen Hurts or Kerryon Johnson get it. I mean, I'd like to see more
Hurts.
Hurts.
I don't think Hurts will even go to. I don't think Hurts will be invited to New York.
Yeah, it was kind of an oddity for him to get to go last year, to be quite frank. I mean, his numbers were just good enough to earn him a plane ticket. And that's about it.
But, I mean, if you really think about it, he is the team right now. I mean, that cat, he is unbelievable.
I wouldn't trade Jalen Hurts for anybody, and that was a big conversation in the offseason, particularly with the Alabama haters. Is I don't know why you've got that little, little fella out there. I mean, he can't really throw down the field too much. He reminds me so much of Tim Tebow. It's not even funny. Watching him play, and watching his will to want to be able to win that game. He's such a leader.
Yeah, you can see the heart. That's why. Even as an Auburn fan, I love him. I mean, you see the heart, you see the fight, and I mean, it reminds me so much of Tebow. Tebow, besides the big Christian freak, and everyone wants to compare that backup. I can't even say his damn name. By God, I don't know.
Tua.
Everyone wants to say
Tua.
Tua.
Tua Travolta.
Yeah, Tua Travolta.
What? Yeah, whatever his name is. Everyone say that he's like him. I watched his film. Yeah, he's left-handed and everything, but I'm not seeing it. I see Jalen Hurts as a Tim Tebow guy.
Right. Yeah, and again, that's one of those little X factor things that wins championships, that puts you in a position to be able to win championships. But let's go ahead and get a score from you. Give us a score prediction for the Iron Bowl.
Wow, there's 2 games before then.
Now I want the Iron Bowl. I'm heading straight to the good one.
Golly, I think it's a defensive battle. My heart wants to say Auburn wins. I like the matchups. I like our defense. I think we can stop Jalen. I don't think he's going to be able to check in to something where he can scramble outside the pocket. I think we got too much speed out there. And I think if we can get Carlton Davis and Trey Matthews double down on Ridley, stop the run, and force Jalen outside the pocket, I think we can beat him. I know that sounds stupid to say get Jalen outside the pocket, but I want him to throw on a run. I have been impressed with him throwing on the run. And I think we win 24-20.
24-20. All right, and really, there's no sense in getting a score prediction for Louisiana Monroe, is there?
No.
Yeah, if it doesn't equal or eclipse the score total of Georgia, then Auburn's season's done at this point. Go ahead and fire Gus now.
Yeah, if they beat us, then just don't even call me next week to talk shit. I'm not even gonna talk shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be offline for a few months at that point, right?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go RIP for at least 3 years.
Oh no, Auburn will still get to go to a shitty bowl, so
I might play UAB.
Yeah, go Blazers.
I'll be going to the PapaJohns.com bowl, whatever that thing is, Little Caesars.
Yeah, Little Caesars bowl.
Yeah, what's y'all's prediction? What do y'all think is going to happen
for the Iron Bowl? I'm not going to predict right now, but if the game was this weekend, if the game was coming up at the end of this week, I would say Auburn by 10.
If Auburn would have played Bama last week, I think Auburn would have wiped the floor with
The
them.
only problem is when you say that, Bama's not going to react. They're not going to react to Auburn like they did Mississippi State or LSU. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to come out and look like they did in those games. They're going to play at a much higher level.
A little bit harder.
At a much higher level. Both teams will. Auburn and Alabama will play at their highest level of the year, probably.
And, as far as you saying it's going to be a low-scoring affair, I have to disagree with you on that one. I think it's going to be one of those middle-of-the-road, probably mid to high 20s for both teams, and I think it's going to be settled by a score. I really do. 7 or less. Of course, being an Alabama fan, I definitely, Alabama is definitely capable of winning at Jordan-Hare. I think we know that. But at the same time, it was. But
Jalen hasn't played there yet.
It was so
he's right.
Loud.
He's right. Jalen hasn't been there, but he's been in some big arenas.
He has been in some big arenas and been in some very loud environments. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, that just watching the game at home, that Auburn game last weekend was just so loud,
and it was a hostile environment.
I'm sure those people that were there at that game are still having hearing problems right now.
And
it's just so damn loud there.
Oh yeah, I've been to a couple big Auburn games where it just got freakishly loud, and I mean my ears was ringing 2 days later. Auburn doesn't get enough credit for how loud it is. I know they give LSU a lot of credit, but damn, I've been to Baton Rouge, and I've been to a bunch of Auburn games. Auburn's up there. Auburn's not far behind Baton Rouge.
Hurts did win a tough game in Baton Rouge last year.
Absolutely,
yeah, he did.
And that was a very loud environment, too. And Starkville with all them fucking cowbells is pretty loud, too. So
I've been there, too. That's the loudest stadium in the country by far.
Because
60,000 cowbells.
Yeah.
Those damn cowbells.
Unbearable.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
It's so annoying, it kills you.
The NCAA was supposed to crack down on that. Remember that?
They do stop shaking the cowbells when the team gets lined up. I think that they will actually penalize.
They have some sign on the big scoreboard when they break the huddle, or for example, if it's Auburn, when they get to the line, they say no bell, just yell. That's it. But still the freaking retards that's drunk still shaking that damn cowbell.
Oh yeah, if that was me, I'd shake the whole damn cowbell till they threw me out of the stadium.
Oh hell yeah!
I'd be an asshole about it. I'd purposely get down by the sidelines.
I was shaking that damn thing,
trying to get the players' attention and look them dead in the eyes while I'm shaking that cowbell, just looking them dead in the eyes the whole time. Fuck you. Fuck you. I like this cowbell. Fuck you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just that. Oh, I wish I had a front row seat. I would just shake the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
but I was actually at ACC Nation though last week versus Georgia. Even though I didn't go to the game, I was still there.
Very nice. Well,
I've always wanted to see Tim Tebow.
Well,
that dude, he busts out that damn suit now.
Yeah, man, he's really styling in that suit. He really is.
Hell yeah, he looks nice.
Do you think he's gay? I'm just asking questions.
As much as I want to say yes, I mean, as big as of a Christian freak he is, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. I mean, he comes off as a little fruity.
Yeah.
He looks a lot more fruitier in person than he does on camera.
Has he ever had a girlfriend that we know of?
Yeah, he had some girl with some big-ass narkers back in college. I'll go look her up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Elton John was married at one point in time. I'm just going to throw that out here right now. So is David Bowie.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, this has been a great conversation, Gabriel. We do appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. Call me next week, guys. I'd love to talk some shit.
Oh, we will.
Don't call me if we lose now. Please, don't.
We're going to go ahead, and we're also going to go ahead and post your cell phone number up while we're having this interview. Thanks. Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages, email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com, or call us on the Smack Line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team. Each week, Smacking Off presents our Life Championship. This week's Life Championship brought to you by Bad Month Tires. You don't have the swag for Goodyear, so aim for the middle with Bad Month Tires, the most economical tire money can buy.
The Butcher Jones Annual Life Championship Top 10.
10. Auburn. 9.
Penn State.
8.
Notre Dame.
7.
TCU.
6.
LSU.
5.
USC.
All right, let's stop this here. We're going to go ahead and finish this up. We're going to do the top 4 ourselves. These are our top 4 life championships brought to you by Bad Month Tires. Number 4, we have Oklahoma State.
They were AP number 10 preseason. They peaked at number 6, September 17th. I don't think they're necessarily the best team to win it, but they're definitely deserving to be on this list.
Okay, number 3, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Boy, what a strange trip they've been this year.
If I knew that they wasn't going to get into the Big Ten championship and win it, I'd say that let's go ahead and call it right now and give it to the Buckeyes, because no team was hyped as much as the Buckeyes. They were supposed to. Their FPI said that they had the easiest route to win all of their games on their schedule. They've already dropped 2, and they're not done yet.
Okay, number 2, the Michigan Wolverines.
I mean, their work speaks for itself. They got as high as they peaked at number 7. They were preseason AP number 11, but their fans really thought they were going to do a lot more than that. I think that there was a fringe of people who thought they were going to make the CFP. This team's not going to touch the CFP.
No. They'll be watching at home.
But they're not terrible. I mean, they've still only got 2 losses. They're probably considered the worst 2-loss team that's ranked right now. They're nowhere close to CFP striking distance.
Okay, and the number 1 in our Life Championship Top 10 this week, the Washington Huskies.
Oh, they're very deserving of this. I don't think they're going to get to the Pac Championship. They're right now 3rd in the North in the Pac. I don't think they're going to beat Washington State, frankly. I don't. I think they would make a great Life champion.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, we're always leaving spots open. We've still got a few more weeks left in the.
It's getting crunch time, and we're really gonna start looking at these teams hard. We don't want a team. The Life champion is not going to be a conference winner. That's not going to happen. If you make it to a conference championship and get beat, then you're eligible.
That I'm looking at my Auburn Tigers there. That definitely is a trajectory that they could.
They come in at number 10 on this list. They're very close to being off the list, but they're at that crossroads right now, and they cement a position on this top 10 list with a loss in the Iron Bowl.
Well, there you have it. Our Life Championship Top 10, brought to you by Bad Month Tires.
Smack.
Hello.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
What's up, baby?
What's up?
You? What you been drinking on tonight?
Fireball. I'm fucking drinking shit. Who is it?
This is Shannon, baby. Yeah.
Are we live?
Well, we're trying to find Tiggy. Tiggy was supposed to be added to this wonderful phone conversation.
All right, hold
Tiggy.
Let's get that motherfucker on here.
You can't get him like that because I don't know what his email is.
Yeah,
I exposed Tiggy. Tiggy is.
Tiggy. There he is. I see him now.
Tiggy.
Hey, what's good, bro?
Oh, boy, fucking start.
Yo, dude, is the connection all right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Justin, speak into your microphone a little bit so we can hear you loud and clear.
Bruh. Y'all don't get it, dude. Bro, I fucking lost power like 2 hours
He's doing
ago.
his technology here.
Yo, bruh.
He's chopping wood.
Bruh.
So what's up, Tiggy? How are you doing this evening? What's up?
I'm doing all right, bro. Is the connection all right, bro?
Oh, man, I hear you great.
Yeah, you're coming in good.
Justin's doing something over there. He's been drinking that Fireball tonight. getting
Give me
ripped.
just a couple. Give me 60 seconds.
60
All right.
seconds. All right.
One.
Yeah, I can barely hear you guys.
One.
That's all right, bro. I'm doing all right, dude.
You can't hear me?
Hold on.
Justin is drunk for this segment. Just go ahead and warn everybody right now.
I'll be real sober for the segment. I got it.
He has been mourning the loss of Butch Jones in a beautiful video, I might add. I shed a tear.
Yeah, it was emotional.
It was. There was some great music in it. A powerful message.
Can you, I'm hearing you back, Shannon.
You hearing me back?
Are you at Justin's?
I'm at Justin's house. I'm in his bathroom.
Hey, hold on.
There's an echo in here. Echo.
Tiggy, are you saying you're having trouble hearing?
Hey, can y'all hear me good?
I can hear you a little bit better.
No, bro, I'm like on a mobile hotspot and shit. It's like it's shit's fucking.
Are you at
it's just
McDonald's?
crazy, bro. All right, bro, go ahead.
Hello. Hey, listen. I got you.
Justin, we can barely hear you.
Nah, bro.
Can you hear me?
I can.
A little bit.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me fix it. Maybe I have to talk on my phone. All right, better?
Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, first off, right out of the gate,
Listen, have we started this already?
Let's do it, baby. Come on, let's do it. Justin Pike, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a big hand.
Listen, I need to go take
All
a
right,
piss.
let's go,
I need to
let's
get
go,
my
bro,
goddamn
let's go.
Fireball.
He's got to go get rid of the last fireball he had.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah,
I gotta take a piss. I gotta get my fireball. If y'all won't fucking talk to me, you're gonna go let me take a piss and go let me get my damn fireball. So if you
Are
want
you gonna
talk to
just
Tiggy,
take the phone with
if
you when
want
you take a piss? We're all men
my
here.
damn phone with me. I'll be right back. Talk to Tiggy.
All right. Yeah, I think he's got to do it number 2. That's what it is.
Are we on live?
Yeah,
Okay, well just talk to Tiggy for me. I'll be right back.
via
Okay.
satellite.
Okay, via satellite. All right, Tiggy. First off, this interview is already going down the toilet.
That happens sometimes,
Literally.
bro. That's all right. That's all right.
Okay, but yeah, I've got to point out right off the bat there have been a lot of people, a lot of the groups have.
Bro, you already know Pike doesn't know shit about football, bro. I don't know why y'all brought him on late.
Pike is he is a dedicated Vol for life, a huge Tennessee fan. And, you know, Tennessee is a very relevant national program.
He's a booster.
Yes, he's a booster. Dead silence. Oh, this is going to be one of the greatest segments ever if we can get Justin off the toilet for a minute. I just know.
So
it's gonna
what
happen.
happened to Washington, Tiggy?
Do you want to talk about it, Tiggy?
Silent treatment. Tiggy.
I think Tiggy's Wi-Fi mobile hotspot.
Bruh.
There he is.
All right, bro. Look, dude. Look, bro. I'm just gonna go on a rant here because I can't really hear you guys honestly because the fucking bro. Like, all right, let me tell y'all something, right, bro. I lost power like 3 hours ago, right? So it's like that's pretty shitty, right?
Right.
Hey, it's all good, bro. I got a lit mobile hotspot, bro. I'm getting my power back in like an hour. All right. So right now, like the connection's kind of shitty, so I can't really hear you guys, bro. So I'm gonna just go on a rant here, right?
Okay.
I'm sure you guys can hear me, bro.
Hey, Justin.
He's back. He's back,
Justin
Tiggy.
is-
Start, bro. Let's start
Justin's
by
on.
looking at Washington, bro. Look out, bro. Shut the fuck up, Pike. Shut the fuck up, Pike, bro. Pike, suck my dick, bro. Look, bro. I got to speak college football, bro. Pike doesn't know shit about college football, bro.
Watch the wall.
Bro doesn't watch any football,
Stanford,
dude. I guarantee you
motherfucker.
that.
Stanford.
Yeah, the car.
Fucking fight me, bro. I wait, bro. I give you my address, bro. Come see me. Come see me. I wait for you, bro. Yeah, you ain't shit, bro. Come see me right here, bro. Square up right here. Pull up right now, bro. Where you at, bro?
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Fucking smack the fucking shit out of you, fucking idiot.
Tiggy, you're not
Alright,
gonna take
bro,
that.
look, dude. All right,
You
so
can't
I was
take
talking
that.
about Washington until this dude fucking interrupted me, right? Nah, shut up,
When's
shut
my
up,
turn,
shut up,
Kyle?
shut up. We talking about college football, bro. Bruh, come fucking fight me, bro. If you think you hard, bro. I'm right here. I wait for you, bro.
I'll fucking smack the shit out of you.
I believe this. Can we go
Nah,
ahead and
bro, you don't
exchange some
get a turn to
addresses?
talk, bro. Look, dude. Let me rant right now.
Go ahead.
Hey,
Go ahead. You got the floor.
It's my
Hey,
turn.
bro. Don't forget who's the president, bro. I was the president. You were the vice.
Oh.
Yeah. You ain't shit. You ain't fucking shit. There's your fucking team, stupid idiot.
Now, I was under the impression
All right, it's all
that
you,
you fellas
Justin.
were
You got it,
actually
bro.
you fellas were actually friends.
Is that it?
No, I was fucking supporting Tiggy. I was telling I gotta
Is
take
that
the
it,
damn
bro?
business.
Is that it?
Oh, no, I'm telling this motherfucker was trying to attack me. Don't try to attack me. A lot of people try to attack me. You ain't gonna attack me.
Justin, do you want to talk about the Tennessee Volunteers firing Butch Jones for a moment?
Thank you. That's the reason y'all brought me on this podcast so I can talk. I'm talking. Listen, we fired Butch Jones. It's about to be a fucking new start to our fucking program.
He doesn't want to talk about the Vols, bro.
Okay,
He doesn't know. He doesn't even watch, bro. He doesn't even watch. I guarantee you has not watched a single game.
And now Justin's attended a few games.
We gonna get John Gruden, we gonna get Chip Kelly. I guarantee it.
Get John Gruden, and then Chip Kelly can be his assistant.
I like that idea. Actually,
Chip Kelly's ass,
one
bro.
goddamn too. Hey, Tennessee's a top 10 job in the college ranking.
I thought.
I agree with that.
Tennessee's a top 10 job. Hey, Washington ain't top. They ain't, other than USC, there ain't a top 10 job in the Pac-12. There's 4 in the SEC.
Bruh.
Tiggy, your retort.
Bro, hold up, bro. Hold on. Wait, let me get this right, bro. Dude, Tennessee is a fucking small-time job, bro. No one wants to work at Tennessee, bro. Dude, Washington is a top 5 job at this point, bro. Chris Peterson has made us an elite program, bro. Everyone wants to work at Washington now, bro. But it's all good, bro.
Y'all wouldn't even fucking win the SEC East.
Bro, Tennessee, bro, you're not even you're like the worst team in the SEC East, bro. Dude, you're the worst team in the SEC East, bro. Bro, if you came to the Pac-12, you would be 0-9, bro. 0-9 in Pac. Dude, we play 9 games. SEC people forget about that. We play 9 games, not 8.
You ain't gonna beat Stanford.
Look,
I know
bro.
that.
Are you counting Oregon State game?
20 years ago, bro. Yo, look, dude, let me talk about a relevant team right now. All right, look, dude, bro. So Washington, Washington, we blew out like 8 teams, right? So we were fucking elite, right? We're elite. We blew those teams out, bro.
Right.
But then we lose 2 close games. Hey, we lose 2 close games away from home.
To Stanford.
We lose 2 close games away from home. That doesn't mean anything, bro. Look, we're better than Georgia, because, look, Georgia got blown out in their loss. We had 2 losses by 1 score each, bro, and they're to, like, decent teams, right? They're not horrible teams. Like, we're not losing to Syracuse, right?
Visit our Facebook pages, Smacking Off the Podcast fan page and Smacking Off the Podcast group page, facebook.com/group/smackoff, facebook.com/smackologists.
Fucking, what do you call it, bro? Look, dude.
You don't even know what the fucking call it. Shut the fuck up.
Bro, we blew out every single team we played that we won, right? So we have 8 blowout wins. We're like Penn State, bro. Penn State and Washington, bro, are the 2 best teams in college football. No, they're 2 of the top 4, right? Look, bro, if the committee was picking teams based off how good they are, Penn State is one of the best 4 teams. Washington's one of the best 4 teams, bro. Alabama, Clemson, Washington, and Penn State. Dude, Stanford would destroy Tennessee. Stanford would destroy Auburn. Stanford would destroy Georgia. Stanford would probably beat Alabama, alright?
Just because
Look,
they destroyed
like
you,
the
don't
SEC
fucking
is like, okay, right? You guys have some alright teams, but bro, you guys are like a good couple tiers below the Pac-12. Alright, I'm done ranting.
Hey, Pike.
That's all you, bro.
You going around? All I said was Tennessee's a top 10 job in the country. It is. Tennessee's a top 10 job. We either gonna get John Gruden, we gonna get Chip Kelly, we gonna get somebody fucking big, and guess what? Vols rising. We gonna rise.
Pike, what do you think about Washington for the Live Championship this year?
Yeah, they lost champions this year. Yeah. Lose the fucking Stanford. Get the fuck out. Don't even talk playoff to me. Don't even talk fucking playoff to me.
Bro, who is...
Tiggy is speechless.
Tiggy,
I love this.
Tiggy.
Fucking ass up. I'm fucking pretty
I think Tiggy's Wi-Fi hotspot at McDonald's right up there. So, Justin, let's talk about the Butch Jones firing for a moment. Hang on, Tiggy. I got to get this info from you real quick.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, no.
I think he told you to shut the fuck up, Madden.
Fair enough. I've been divorced twice. I know what that's all
Hey,
about.
fuck you, Justin, bro. Like I said, bro, if you want to square up, come see me, bro. I'll wait for you, bro. I'll kick your ass, bro. Pull up right now, bro. I'm waiting for you, bro.
Hey, Tiggy, come to Washington, D.C. I'll beat your fucking ass in front of the fucking White House. Come fucking see me, motherfucker.
Man, I would love to be there for that.
I'll beat your fucking ass in
A
front of the fucking
throwdown
White
in
House.
front of the White House.
Shut the
I
fuck
love
up. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Tiggy, we will
Bro,
start.
that ain't nothing but a flight, bro. Nothing but a flight.
Yeah,
we'll start a crowdfund.
Now, bro.
I
I'm
think we
waiting
need-
outside, bro.
Drop your ass.
I think we need to start a crowdfund and get some money for Tiggy, a plane ticket to Washington D.C. That would be
GoFundMe.
that'd be awesome. Washington's really nice. You ever been there before? Washington D.C. It's great museums.
Washington State's pretty nice too, though.
Oh man, I love Washington State. Hadn't been there in years, but I'd love to go back.
They don't have.
Shit, I'm buying me a plane ticket. I'm going to get a crowdfund for me.
Hell, fucking go.
Let's do it. I got family up that way too, Pike.
You can officiate if they actually fight.
Give me, we'll get drunk. We'll do a video.
I'm down with that. Tiggy, are you in? Tiggy's looking through his change right now to see if he's got enough money for a plane ticket.
Yeah, fuck Tiggy.
I think we just lost Tiggy.
Yeah,
I don't
fuck
know. Yeah,
Tiggy.
he's got a bad connection or something. He'll probably pop.
Oh yeah, I bet he does got a bad connection. President Pike, come on here. Yeah, of course you got a bad connection.
I heard that y'all were the same person.
Tiggy. I mean, proof is in the pudding right there. I'm not Tiggy. I'm talking to Tiggy.
Right.
Tiggy trying to fucking try me.
Tiggy's copying you, isn't he?
Oh yeah. Hell,
He's plagiarizing
he's
you.
fucking lucky I even agreed to go to this goddamn podcast because it's 11 o'clock where I'm at on the East Coast. I agreed to Tiggy's time on 8 p.m. on the damn West Coast. I've been turkey hunting all day. I'm drunk. He want to try to come on me and try to talk me like that. You ain't gonna talk to me like that.
Did you bag any turkeys?
I hit one in the side of his fucking nozzle. Fucking boom! I said, woo!
Did you bring it home?
Fucking Thanksgiving May.
Did you bring it
Yeah,
home?
motherfucker. I'm gonna skin. I'm getting ready to goddamn skin him as soon as I get out of this damn podcast.
Where do you hunt from Washington D.C.? Where do you go to hunt?
Oh, there's
I
plenty of
go
country
down to
out there.
Southern Maryland, right there at the Virginia
Oh,
line.
I got you.
I got about a damn 300-acre farm. I go down, just damn spray them motherfuckers. Follow me on Snapchat.
I've got a
Justin
feeling
Pike
that
32.
I've got a feeling that Tiggy don't do any hunting. Tiggy don't seem like a hunter to me.
No.
I mean, from his picture, he just doesn't look like a
I
hunter.
wonder if he's ever handled a gun before.
Tiggy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, hell no. He lives in Washington State. I mean,
Yep.
geez.
Well, they got some country out there. They got, I think they hunt elk and stuff like that out there, don't they?
All right, so we're going to start a GoFundMe page for is Tiggy flying? Tiggy's flying to D.C.
Yeah, we're going to get Tiggy to fly to D.C. I like that better because the White House is an epic setting.
White House. Damn, Donald Trump can fucking watch it.
Yo, Justin, fuck you, bro. Why the fuck you remove me from the call, bro? Hey, stop
I'm maybe
talking
fucking
this shit, bro.
suit, motherfucker.
Come fucking see me, bro.
Oh,
You just
Justin
talk
hung up
shit,
on him.
bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, I see what's going on here. There's a little trickery going on.
What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
I don't know. You tell us. Did you hang up on
This
Tiggy?
motherfucker. I mean, I ain't hang up on fucking shit. I'm sitting here right here fucking talking. Hell, I'm 11 p.m. my fucking time. This motherfucker sitting at McDonald's trying to talk to me. Don't fucking talk to me.
I'm sitting at
unless you got
McDonald's,
proper
bro. Oh, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit, bro.
Talk
Yo,
to
dude.
me.
Bro, my Wi-Fi, bro, my mobile hotspot is probably better than your internet connection, bro. Don't talk shit, bro.
Pike's still on dial-up.
He is still coming. Tiggy comes through pretty clear when
Yeah,
he's here.
he is when he's here.
I mean, can you not hear me?
I can
Am I
hear
not
you.
fucking live right now?
You sound a little robotic, though. Something, I mean, your voice kind of breaks up every third or
Truck,
fourth
I'm in
word.
my damn truck drinking fucking liquor, drinking beer, smoking a cigarette.
You're not driving,
Trying
I
to do
hope.
a damn pocket. No, I'm not
Just
driving.
say no, kids.
I'm sitting on here on the damn farm. I just went turkey hunting.
So we were just talking about this, Tiggy. Have you ever went hunting before?
Bruh, like I'm scared to pick up a gun, bro. I don't fuck with that shit.
Nah, you called it. Justin gets a point.
Yeah, Justin said that. He said you'd be scared to pick up a gun. Something to
The
that effect.
fuck? He never said shit, bro.
Didn't
nah,
you? Didn't you,
bro,
Justin?
I fucking stay strapped, bro.
It'll be
I
on the
stay
episode.
strapped, bro. Loaded 45, bro. If Justin try to pull up, bro, 45 to the head. Pop, pop.
Oh, 45 makes a louder pop than that, and a deeper pop. By the light.
I thought this was going to be a friendly conversation.
I
This
did
is
too.
Definitely.
I thought it was on me too, man. Oh, fucking football, me, fuck shit.
I heard that y'all were the same person.
Yeah, you're clearly definitely not the same person.
Yeah, no.
I
We are
can
the
look-
same person. We're just talking the same time. We just change our voice, you know.
But I've actually looked at the pictures of y'all, and y'all do not look anything alike. Nothing alike.
Hell no. Hell no. We don't look
Tiggy looks like a cartoon.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a diss to you, man. You do look a little cartoonish.
Yeah, I look like a thumb, bro.
Oh, is that a thumb?
Yeah.
Is that
it
what you
looks
did?
like a thumb with
You put a thumb and put some sunglasses on it and a Washington hat?
Yep, and then the fucking and then the helmet in the background. Yep, that's my profile pic.
It is until JPC's hacker gets a hold of your real pictures.
JPC.
Yeah, fuck JPC. He's a fucking stalker right
Oh,
there.
tell me about it. That dude is fucked.
That guy's he's got a screw loose. I mean, we're talking to Tiggy and Pike here, so everybody thinks y'all have screws loose, but JPC really has a screw loose.
Yeah, we had him on the show, smacking. I'm sure a lot of folks have heard it. It's kind of gotten around a little bit. The epic smack off between him and Paul Garner and Paul just ate his lunch. And Jesse, I guess he felt that we somehow set it up or somehow, worked it out against him where he didn't sound that great on there. He wasn't as loud or this, that, and that. Truth be told, we don't, that's kind of why we get you guys to speak in the microphone and stuff, because we have very little control over the volume of the call. We can edit it a little bit afterwards and do a few things to boost things, but I mean, it's pretty much what it is. That's why we try to get everybody to lean into the microphone a little bit and stuff. And Jesse, for some reason or another, thought that we were kind of fucking with him, and he made it his personal mission to not only fuck with us, but anybody else that was associated.
And then
with
he
the show.
turned it around and blamed it all on Pike.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
did.
why can't my fuck Pike?
We had Pike on, and he led a boycott.
Yeah.
He led a boycott of a show that had 3 episodes.
So yeah, actually, we're going to be doing a special once we get out of the season and all the games are played in the off season. We're going to be doing a episode on internet trolling in smack groups, and Jesse's going to be kind of our featured performer there. I don't think he'll like it very much, but fuck him.
I mean, you guys are trolls, but y'all are comedic trolls.
Smacking Off invites you to join us on the podcast. If you have an opinion on an upcoming game, some commentary on your conference, or want to roll with one of your fellow smackers on air, hit us up. You can message us at the Smacking Off or X's and O's Facebook pages, email me at maddenshannon@toothfairy.com, or call us on the Smack line, 304-508-BAIT. And as always, fuck your team.
I give them a lot of credit. They're an excellent football team. They had some great players come up and make big plays at key moments of the game. They found a way to win there at the end with their players making plays.
Well, first off, give a lot of credit to Auburn, Augusta staff. They did a tremendous job. Out physical on both sides of the line of scrimmage. Every SEC game I've ever been in, that if you lose the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, you don't have a great chance of a good outcome. Thought it was a momentum game. Certainly lost the
overall. We didn't see this coming. Obviously, we felt like we were prepared to play at a high level. We did not. Simply have to coach better and have to play better next week against Navy. Not really much that we can take back right now, other than our players are very disappointed.
Losers Corner.
I mean, I don't consider myself a troll, really. I consider myself being
I
real
don't know
hard.
about bro, not me, bro. I don't know about
That's
Justin.
what I'm saying.
Y'all are for real, huh?
Bro, like, I don't know, bro. It's just like, I just think I get misunderstood,
Yeah.
Yes, and I go in there and I start talking.
Bro, you're not fucking for real, bro. And bro, if you think you're fucking for real, bro, come see me, bro. I'm fucking real, bro. You ain't shit.
For real, put your fucking real profile picture up there, then, motherfucker. If you fucking for real.
Hey,
Click
bro,
my fucking
bro,
picture.
that is my real face, bro. You think that's not my real face, bro? Fuck you talking about? That is my real face, bro.
Fuck off, fall back. Don't talk me.
That is my real face, bro. My real face is on my profile, bro. Go check right now.
Damn, Pike is bringing the heat.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
Damn.
Stanford, motherfucker, Stanford.
Bro, bro, why are you talking shit, bro? You know what teams you lost to, bro? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
I ain't lose to Stanford.
Oh my god.
I ain't lose to
Oh
Stanford.
Hey, they
my
beat
God.
Southern Miss.
Oh my.
They did beat
Of
Southern
course,
Miss.
UAB did too.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Georgia, bro, you beat them week 1, bro. Georgia Tech would destroy. They would destroy Tennessee right now, bro. They would destroy you guys. Yeah.
Tennessee is they've won no SEC games. No.
They didn't win any of them.
We gonna get
Bro,
Chip Kelly.
Tennessee has a fucking losing streak to every team in the conference, bro. Don't even talk right now, bro. Bro, you guys literally, bro. Like, here's the problem with Tennessee, bro. No one really cares about Tennessee, right? You guys were great 20 years ago. I said this, right? You guys were great 20 years ago. Like, you guys are. That's cool, cute, whatever, bro. No one really cares anymore. No one really likes your program. You're not anything special, right? Like,
So what's Washington?
bro, we're an elite program now. You see where we are? We're a consistent. We're among the college football elite now. There's a difference. In the Pac, the Pac-12 is better than the SEC. So yeah,
No,
I would
he's
think
not.
that.
No, he's not.
Come on, wait.
If you want to get technical, I hate Alabama. Alabama wiped y'all fucking asses last year in the college fucking playoff. Don't fucking
Bro,
tell me Pac-12 and SEC.
Take Alabama and put them in the Pac-12 and see what happens, bro. Alabama's not gonna run through the Pac-12 like they run through the SEC every year, bro. Look, dude, Alabama pretty much get 2 bye weeks every season because they get their normal bye week and they get Tennessee, right? Like this, like it's a joke the schedule Alabama plays, right? Look, let's
Okay,
look.
well, who does Washington play? What's Washington's best win? Please tell me. Washington.
Stanford.
No, it's because look. We haven't beaten anyone really that good.
Rutgers.
All right, no, it's not. No.
That's that. What is y'all's best win?
It doesn't matter. We're 8-2. What are you?
Now it don't
You have 3 wins. Hey, bro, look, dude.
You play in the Pac-12.
Hold on. Where's Tennessee ranked in the rankings?
Come to Washington, D.C. I'll whoop your fucking ass in front of the fucking White House. Come up here.
Bro, come see me, bro. We blew out. Look, we blew out fucking motherfucking
$90,000 a year.
Montana State.
Come fucking try me.
Y'all did blow out Montana State. I seen it.
We blew out Oregon, bro. We blew out Oregon. We blew out fucking.
What are they like?
And we're gonna blow out Washington State, bro. Washington State would kill Tennessee, bro. You guys wish you had Mike Leach, bro.
Yeah,
I think.
so worried about Tennessee.
I think Washington State might be able to win if it was at Washington State. They're not so good on the road.
And you worried about
Washington's
Tennessee.
not
We
beat.
0-6 in the SEC, and you worried about Tennessee. That's
bro.
fucking comical.
Exactly, bro. I'm not worried about Tennessee, bro. I'm just telling you, bro.
that's all you
Don't
talking about,
fucking chat shit, bro. Yo, bro. That.
Tennessee's name out your mouth, then.
And bro, Tennessee, bro, ain't nobody care about Tennessee, bro. You should be thanking me that I'm talking about Tennessee. You should be thanking me. You should be like, yo, Tiggy, bro, like, I can't believe that you would spend your time, to talk about such a low and pathetic and irrelevant team like Tennessee. Like, you should be thanking me. Like, I should be getting a thank you right now.
Okay, Tiggy. Thank you, Tiggy.
Yeah, all right. You're welcome.
I mean,
You're welcome. That's all
0-6
right.
in the SEC, but all you can think about is Tennessee on your mind.
I don't care about Tennessee, bro. I do not care about Tennessee.
You do. That's all you fucking talk about.
Bro, I'm talking about because I'm talking, bro. I don't even think about Tennessee, bro. Yo, Stanford, bro. We talking about Stanford, bro. Stanford would kill. Dude,
Washington.
if Stanford played Tennessee, Tennessee would not leave the field with a full team, bro. They would not leave the field with a full team, bro.
Does
you guys
Tennessee
don't understand,
have a
bro.
full team right now? Yeah.
What?
I said, does Tennessee have a full team right now?
They would beat Tennessee just as bad as
That's
they
a
beat
good
Washington.
question.
Everybody so what about Tennessee? Why is everybody so fucking what? We ain't got a damn coach right now. Let's get Gruden.
Oh no, Brady Hoke.
Somebody like that.
Brady Hoke's your coach.
Yeah, let's go and keep Brady Hoke. He was wonderful at Michigan.
Intern.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Coach O started off as an intern. Look at him now.
Blah 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 blah.
Exactly.
Is that the correct term? Intern.
Yeah, intern. Interim.
Interim,
Yes, interim.
Fuck you,
Look,
kid.
bro. Alright, bro, look, dude. Alright, I'm gonna talk about what he doesn't want to talk about, alright? Look, bro, Pike, bro. Alright, look, dude. So you want to talk shit on my Pac-12, bro. Explain to me how the Pac-12 2-0 versus the SEC this year, bro.
Okay, you beat Texas A&M.
Uh-huh.
Josh Rosen.
44-10, bro. 34-point comeback.
Josh Rosen and Sam Darnold out of the Pac-12. They're probably if Cleveland gets his number one pick, look, which is going to be likely because San Francisco beat the Giants. I've heard a report from my inside sources, Tiggy, that you only know about. Sam Darnold's going to stay another year in USC, and you don't even know that.
Oh, I've been know that, bro. I knew that back in week 4. No, I knew that in week 1.
Tiggy's an insider.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Okay, listen. This is the thing about the quarterback position. You look at Eli Manning. Okay, Ole Miss wasn't that dominant at the time. Dak Prescott, Mississippi State, not that necessarily of a powerhouse. Andrew Luck, Stanford. I mean, Brett Favre, for example, Southern Miss. Tom Brady, back up at Michigan. Have to be, just because you're a good quarterback don't mean you have to play in a good conference. Y'all got 2 good quarterbacks in one conference, but that's all you got. So yeah, Josh Rosen beat Texas A&M.
Only 2 great quarterbacks, but what about Browning, who finished number 6 in the Heisman voting last year? What about Luke Falk?
Jalen Hurts over Browning right now.
Jalen Hurts, bro. We shut down. Are you kidding me? Jalen Hurts, bro. How many times do I have to post the graphic, bro? Look, dude, we shut down Jalen Hurts.
Champion.
1 fumble, motherfucking 50 pass yards, bro. We limited to 50 passing yards, bro. Jalen Hurts, bro. He is property of Washington, right? We own Jalen Hurts. Like, you know how we have Browning as our quarterback? Jalen Hurts is pretty much our backup quarterback because we fucking owned him, alright? Look, I'm gonna say this right now, bro. You overrate the SEC, bro. Ain't nobody care about the SEC, bro. SEC was good maybe like 2, 3, motherfucking 5 years ago, bro. Look, dude, the Pac-12. It's the rise of the Pac-12 now, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm fucking done. I'm fucking tired of talking to y'all. I gotta get the fuck off these fucking podcasts. Can I go now?
You may.
Yeah, fuck you.
You may go
fuck
now.
You, bro.
Yeah, fuck you, T. Go suck a
Yeah, come fight me, bro. You a bitch.
Fucking come fight me.
Bro, if you want to come pull up on me right now, bro, I'm right here. I'm waiting for you 24/7, bro.
Fucking beat the shit out of y'all. Let Donald Trump fucking watch you, fucking bitch.
Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the small smacking off icon on the right side of the screen now.
Suscríbete a nuestro canal de YouTube haciendo clic en el enlace en la parte superior de la pantalla.